Good morning, everybody. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here in Central California. I'm coming to you this week with yet another switch install. It's not a new switch, it's basically a switch swap. So we got this little 48 port switch, X440G2 48 port switch that we're going to install out of the Sheriff's Department. And I'm just going to show you real quick where that guy is. Minimize this and this. He lives way out here at the end of this daisy chain of switches, which I don't like. I don't like to do that, but it is what it is. That's what we got to deal with. So this little deal right here, that's actually about 2 miles of fiber optic cable right there. So this comes over here to our central plant building where this switch up here is. Central plant is just where all the pipes and the heating and the HVAC controls are for the entire campus. There's a switch in there that this fiber bridge is connected to, and this goes 2 miles over to our county jail, which goes to the 911. It's our emergency number. In the US, you dial 911. 911 communications room. And from there, it's daisy chained out to another switch, which is in the dispensary for the jail. And why we're updating that is because if you look over here, here is a picture of the closet out there at the jail. This is my switch. I don't manage any of this. I manage the switch and I install it, but the Sheriff's Department IT crew takes care of patching it in and environmental power, all that stuff. They take care of that. So but as you can see, we are out of ports. We got one more port and they need to add multiple devices. So what I am going to do is replace this 12 port switch with this 48 port switch. And yeah, so that's the task for today. There's a little more going on this week, but I'll get to that. Let's get this guy fired up. So I got a console cable here. It goes over to my serial port. Bless this mess. Don't you love this desk? This is what they give me to work in here. A little, what is this, 6-foot square box? Again, it is what it is. So we'll put this there, and let me find my power cord. There that is. Find the power, find the hole here. Okay, clear prop. Maybe. Push harder. Here we go. Now it's coming to life. So what I basically did is I, terminaled out to that switch out there at the jail and grabbed its config and grabbed the most important parts of its config, minus the IP address. And where is all that stuff? Where'd I hide that? Let's see. I think I hid that right here. So some of it I don't want to show you because it's got my VLAN information, but I'll show you this part. So I just went out there and grabbed the config. We're gonna add some VLANs, and then we're gonna set up LLDP. We're gonna set up node aliasing on the ports. I basically only want to know IP information. So node alias is the switch will keep track of the MAC address and also the IP address, which is really, really nice if you enable the node alias command. it will, so I can go onto a port and say show node alias port 1, and it'll show me the MAC and IP address of the computer on that port, which is really nice, or the device. And we set up spanning tree, and other than setting up the VLANs and spanning tree, I mean, there's some SNMP information that I'm going to set up, and I'm also not going to show you that. But yeah, that's really all there is. So the only difference is on the old switch there's 12 ports, and on the new switch there's obviously a lot more ports. With the old switch, we're mostly using a legacy VLAN that we want to try to get rid of. That's not a battle I'm going to fight while I'm installing this switch, so I'm basically going to assign the same legacy VLAN to the first 12 ports, just like on the existing 12-port switch. But beyond that, it's going to be the data VLAN that I've got set up for out there. And so any new devices that are added will have to go into the new Sheriff's data VLAN. So all right, let me see if this guy is up yet. I'm going to put my reading glasses on because these are my walking around glasses, and here's my reading glasses. It's going to be a lot easier. There we go. A lot easier to see. Okay, let's restart the session. So log in. Right, so I am now logged in. So got the console session going. And so now basically all I'm going to do, here I'll start with these commands down here so you can see. I am basically just going to grab these and plug them in. Just copy and paste. So I'll go ahead and grab all these, copy. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do cut. So no, I'll do copy this time. Copy, paste them in. Boom. So basically, I'm just going to go through and do that for all of these, and you know, get them all going. Copy, paste. Any errors? Nope, no errors. Okay. And that's going to go on for a little bit. So I'm going to delete that, get that out of the way, and I put this one in. I'm going to get that one out of the way. And I'll just keep going. So anywho, let's see, what else do we got going on? So that's going to be this guy. I'll finish getting this one set up. I've already assigned the IP address and the default gateway. So then I will get this on the network, and I'll go ahead and get its firmware updated and get it in our Radius system so we can use our regular Active Directory logins to log into this guy, and then it'll be ready to go out to the sheriff. And let's see, what else do we have going on here? We have, let's see, what was it? Oh yeah. We got these guys. So the other thing we got going on, well, we're going to start talking about it this week. We're not doing it this week. Coming up is a little backstory. We are a hospital. We have some outpatient clinics. Well, those outpatient clinics a couple years ago went their separate ways from the hospital and became a new county department, the health clinics. And so they migrated off of our hospital network. I got a bunch of switches back for that. Keep pointing that way because they're right over there. He brought in his own switches. If you go back, you'll see a video I did, or maybe it was a short, I can't remember. There was a rack where one set of switches was facing one way and one set of switches was facing the other way. Now this is what we're doing. So those switches, they're their own little autonomous network for the health clinics. They don't really do anything with the hospital network. I've still got some switches in that closet, but they don't really talk to each other. So he's got a project, disaster recovery project, where if he loses connection to their headquarters, which is across town, he wants to still be able to get to our medical records application and I assume to the internet. So he wants to do that through us. And so we're going to have a meeting later today on what he's thinking, how that's going to happen. So he sent me a diagram that doesn't really explain what he wants to do. This is the guy that mounted the switches backwards. So talking to my new supervisor yesterday, he was asking me to explain it, and I kept having difficulty. I said, I really don't know what he wants to do. And so I said, well, let me set up a meeting and he can explain it to us both, because I'm not real thrilled with doing this, but hey, I talked to the CIO and he didn't have any problem with it. So, okay, I guess we'll do it. I'll provide him the circuit, but it's up to him to make the routing work. I don't know how he's going to do it. Oh, let's see. Is there anything else? Our surgery clinic, one of the clinics we kept was our surgery clinic. It's moving to a new building across campus. I think did I do a video on that yet? I think I did. Let's see. Yeah. A few weeks ago, I did a video on the surgery clinic switch. Well, yesterday I traced out the cable. So that's the new location is about a 10-minute walk that way. So walk back and forth with a light. This guy, a little fiber light guy. Traced out the fiber, found out where it goes here in my closet. You see, good old glint function. So we got that all set up. I know where that's all going to go. It's all labeled. Now we just need for them. It's the Veterans Administration. They're in there right now. We need them to move out, and they have until 3 more days to move out. End of the week, they're supposed to be out. So next week we can start putting our stuff in the closet. And yeah, that's about all we got going on network wise. I'm so happy there's no VPN issues this week. Knock on wood. Just doing network switch stuff. So, all right. Well, I am going to continue on with this switch, and I'll be thinking about this health clinic thing for the rest of the day. And I hope you guys have a great week. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And as always, prayer requests are welcome. God bless everybody. We'll see you next week. Come on.